The Enchanted Forest. Once upon a time in the mystical land of Eldor, there lived a young unicorn named Luna. Luna was born with a special gift, the ability to heal others with her magical horn. She was adored by all the creatures in the enchanted forest for her kind heart and gentle nature. However, one fateful night, a group of dark sorcerers invaded Eldor, seeking to harness Luna's healing powers for their own sinister purposes. In a desperate attempt to protect Luna, her mother, Queen Lee, urged her to flee into the depths of the forest and hide until the danger passed. Terrified and alone, Luna obeyed her mother's wishes and galloped deep into the heart of the forest. As she ran, tears streamed down her silver mane, leaving a trail of shimmering light in her wake. Exhausted and wounded from the chase, Luna found herself at the edge of a vast lake, its waters reflecting the twinkling stars above. With a heavy heart, she realized she had no choice but to hide underwater, using her magic to create an air bubble around her as she submerged herself. Days turned into weeks, and Luna remained hidden beneath the surface of the lake, her hope dwindling with each passing moment. But one night, as she gazed up at the moon through the water's rippling surface, she heard a strange sound, the soft melody of a human song. Curious yet cautious, Luna swam towards the source of the music and emerged from the lake to find a young human girl named Elara sitting by the water's edge. Elara's voice was like a gentle breeze, soothing Luna's weary soul and filling her with a sense of comfort she had not felt in ages. Elara noticed Luna's wounded state and approached her with outstretched hands, offering her kindness and compassion. Despite her initial hesitation, Luna sensed that Elara was different from the sorcerers who had hunted her, and she allowed herself to be led onto dry land. As days passed, Luna and Elara formed an unlikely bond, their friendship blossoming like a rare flower in the midst of chaos. Elara shared stories of her human world, while Luna regaled her with tales of Eldor's magic and wonder. Little did they know that their meeting was destined by fate, setting into motion a chain of events that would change both their worlds forever. As Luna and Elara spent more time together, their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Luna's wounds began to heal under Elara's tender care, and Elara found solace and purpose in Luna's magical presence. Together, they explored the forest, discovering hidden groves and secret meadows that sparkled with enchantment. Luna taught Elara the language of the animals, and Elara shared her knowledge of the human world with Luna, bridging the gap between their two realms. But as their friendship deepened, whispers of the dark sorcerer's return echoed through the forest, sending shivers down Luna's spine. She knew that she could not hide forever, and that Elara would be in danger as long as she stayed by her side. Determined to protect her friend, Luna made a difficult decision. She confided in Elara about her past and the looming threat that hung over them, urging Elara to leave the forest and seek safety in the human world. Heartbroken yet understanding, Elara promised to help Luna escape the sorcerer's grasp and find a way to keep both their worlds safe. Together, they hatched a daring plan to outwit their enemies and ensure a future where friendship could thrive without fear. As the night of the sorcerer's arrival drew near, Luna and Elara made their final preparations, steeling themselves for the inevitable confrontation. The air crackled with tension as dark clouds gathered overhead, casting a shadow over the forest. When the sorcerers descended upon Eldor once more, their malevolent magic twisting the very fabric of reality, Luna and Elara stood united against them. With Elara's bravery and Luna's healing powers, they fought back with a strength born from their unbreakable bond. In a dazzling display of light and shadow, good and evil clashed in a battle that would decide the fate of Eldor and the human world. Luna's horn blazed with radiant energy as she unleashed her full healing powers, while Elara's courage inspired all who stood by her side. And at the height of the conflict, when all seemed lost, Luna and Elara combined their magic in a dazzling display of unity and love. Their light pierced through the darkness, banishing the sorcerers back to the shadows from whence they came. With the threat vanquished and peace restored to Eldor, Luna and Elara stood side by side, their hearts entwined in a bond that transcended worlds. The creatures of the forest emerged from hiding to celebrate their victory, showering Luna and Elara with praise and gratitude. In the aftermath of the battle, Luna made a choice that would change her destiny forever. She decided to leave Eldor behind and accompany Elara to the human world, where their friendship could continue to blossom and grow. And so Luna bid farewell to her homeland, carrying with her the memories of a magical realm and the love of a true friend. As they ventured into a new chapter of their lives together, Luna knew that no matter where their journey took them, she would always be grateful for the day when the human found her and showed her the power of kindness and courage. As Luna and Elara crossed into the human world, they were greeted with a world vastly different from Eldor. Tall buildings towered overhead, cars zoomed by on busy streets, and the hustle and bustle of city life surrounded them. Elara introduced Luna to her family and friends, who welcomed the magical unicorn with open arms and curious smiles. Luna marveled at the wonders of the human world, from towering skyscrapers to bustling markets filled with sights and sounds she had never experienced before. Despite the differences between their worlds, Luna and Elara's bond only grew stronger in this new environment. Together, they embarked on new adventures, exploring the city's parks and museums, savoring the taste of new foods, and sharing laughter and joy in each other's company. But as Luna acclimated to her new surroundings, a sense of longing tugged at her heart. She missed the tranquility of Eldor, the whisper of wind through ancient trees, and the magic that flowed through every living thing. Determined to help Luna find her place in this unfamiliar world, Elara devised a plan to create a sanctuary for her in the heart of the city, a hidden garden where Luna could feel at home and reconnect with her roots. With Elara's guidance, Luna's sanctuary took shape, a secret garden nestled within the urban landscape where nature and magic intertwined in a harmonious dance. Lush greenery flourished under Luna's care, creating a haven of peace and tranquility amidst the chaos of the city. In this enchanted garden, Luna found solace and comfort, her healing powers weaving a tapestry of light and color that captivated all who entered its gates. People from all walks of life were drawn to the garden, seeking respite from their troubles and finding renewal in its mystical embrace. As Luna tended to her garden and shared her gifts with those in need, whispers of a mysterious healer spread throughout the city, stories of a unicorn who could mend broken hearts and soothe troubled souls, capturing the imagination of many, bringing hope and wonder to all who heard them. And so, Luna's legend grew, her name spoken in hushed tones by those who believed in the power of magic and the enduring bond between a human and a unicorn. In Elara's eyes, Luna had found her true calling, to bring light and love to a world that sorely needed it. Together, Luna and Elara stood as beacons of hope and compassion, their friendship a testament to the enduring strength of kindness and unity. As they watched the sun set over their garden, casting a golden glow over their shared home, Luna knew that she had finally found where she truly belonged, by Elara's side, in a world that had once seemed so foreign, but now felt like home. Just as Luna and Elara settled into their new life in the human world, a new challenge emerged that threatened to test their bond like never before: trials of friendship. Luna and Elara had become inseparable, their days filled with laughter and discovery. The enchanted garden thrived, a testament to their combined magic and effort. However, the tranquility they had found was soon overshadowed by a growing tension within the city. Strange occurrences began to spread: mysterious illnesses, unexplained accidents, and a sense of unease that seeped into the hearts of the people. One evening, as Luna and Elara were tending to the garden, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was an elderly woman, her eyes filled with a mixture of fear and desperation. "Please," she implored, her voice trembling. "You must help us. There is a dark force at work, spreading fear and chaos throughout the city." Luna and Elara exchanged worried glances. They had sensed a disturbance, but had hoped it was merely a passing threat. Now, faced with the urgency of the woman's plea, They knew they couldn't ignore it any longer. "Tell us everything," Elara said, guiding the woman to a bench within the garden. The woman, who introduced herself as Miriam, spoke of a malevolent presence that had taken root in the city. Shadows seemed to move of their own accord, whispers of dark magic echoed in the night, and a sense of dread permeated the air. "It is said that an ancient artifact has been unearthed," Miriam explained, "one that holds immense power, but also a terrible curse." Luna's ears perked up at the mention of an artifact. "Where is it?" she asked, her voice steady despite the growing concern. Miriam shook her head. "No one knows for certain, but those who seek it are driven by greed and malice, and they will stop at nothing to possess its power." Determined to protect their city and the people they had come to care for, Luna and Elara decided to investigate the source of the darkness. They ventured into the heart of the city, following whispers and clues that led them through winding alleys and forgotten ruins. Their journey was fraught with danger, but their bond gave them strength and courage. As they delved deeper into the mystery, they encountered other allies, individuals who had also felt the effects of the dark magic and were determined to see it ended. Together, they formed a small but resolute group, each member bringing their unique skills and knowledge to the fight. Among them was a skilled tracker named Eamon, a wise healer named Aisling, and a brave warrior named Kale. Eamon, with his keen senses, guided them through the labyrinthine cityscape, uncovering hidden passages and secret layers where the dark magic festered. Aisling's healing abilities provided them with the strength to push on, mending wounds and offering comfort in times of doubt. Kale's unwavering bravery and combat prowess protected them from the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Through their combined efforts, they uncovered the truth about the artifact. It was a relic from an ancient civilization, imbued with both incredible power and a curse that twisted the hearts of those who sought to wield it. The artifact had been buried for centuries, but its recent unearthing had awakened the darkness within, spreading fear and chaos like a plague. Luna and Elara knew that they had to find the artifact and destroy it before its power could corrupt the entire city. Guided by Eamon's tracking skills, they followed the artifact's trail to an abandoned cathedral on the outskirts of the city. The once majestic structure now stood as a crumbling ruin, its halls echoing with the whispers of dark magic. As they entered the cathedral, a sense of foreboding washed over them. The air was thick with malevolent energy, and shadows seemed to twist and writhe with a life of their own. In the center of the main hall, atop a stone pedestal, lay the artifact, a jagged obsidian orb pulsing with a dark, eerie light. Kale stepped forward, his hand resting on the hilt of his sword. "We must be careful," he warned. "The artifact's power is strong, and it will not be easily destroyed." Luna nodded, her horn glowing softly as she prepared to use her healing magic. "We can do this," she said, her voice filled with determination. "Together." As they approached the artifact, a figure emerged from the shadows, an imposing sorcerer with eyes like burning coals. "Fools," he sneered. "You think you can destroy the power of the ancients. It is mine, and I will not let you take it from me." A fierce battle ensued, the sorcerer's dark magic clashing with the combined might of Luna, Elara, and their friends. The cathedral shook with the force of their struggle, the very air crackling with energy. Luna's healing light countered the sorcerer's dark spells, while Elara's bravery inspired their allies to fight on despite the odds. As the battle raged, Elara noticed something. The artifact seemed to react to the presence of Luna's magic, its dark light flickering and waning. "Luna," she called out, "focus your healing power on the artifact." Luna understood immediately. With all her strength, she directed her magic towards the obsidian orb, her horn glowing with a radiant light. The artifact shuddered, its dark energy faltering in the face of Luna's pure magic. The sorcerer, realizing his grip on the artifact was slipping, unleashed a final, desperate attack. But it was too late. The combined power of Luna's healing light and the strength of their friendship proved too much for the artifact to withstand. With a blinding flash, the orb shattered, its dark energy dissipating into the air like a dissipating storm. The sorcerer, deprived of his source of power, collapsed to the ground, defeated. As the dust settled, Luna, Elara, and their friends stood victorious. The cathedral, once filled with darkness, now glowed with a warm, golden light. The curse had been lifted, and peace had been restored to the city. With the artifact destroyed and the sorcerer defeated, Luna and Elara returned to their enchanted garden, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and hope. They had faced incredible danger and emerged stronger than ever, their bond unbroken and their spirits unyielding. In the days that followed, the city began to heal. The strange occurrences ceased, and the people once again found joy and peace in their lives. Luna's garden became a place of refuge and renewal, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the magic that could be found in even the darkest of times. As Luna and Elara looked out over their garden, they knew that their journey was far from over. There would be other challenges, other adventures, and other friends to be made. But with their bond as strong as ever, they were ready to face whatever the future held, side by side. Unseen shadows. The city was at peace once more, and Luna and Elara's garden flourished with new life. People from all over came to marvel at the vibrant blooms and partake in the serene atmosphere. The enchanted garden became a sanctuary for those seeking solace, a place where worry seemed to melt away and hope could be found in every corner. Despite the tranquility, Luna and Elara remained vigilant. They knew that darkness could rise again, and they were determined to protect their home and the people they had grown to love. As the days passed, they continued to hone their skills, training and preparing for whatever challenges lay ahead. One afternoon, as Luna was tending to a bed of iridescent flowers, she felt a strange presence. Her horn tingled with an unfamiliar energy, and she glanced around, searching for the source. Elara, sensing her friend's unease, approached with a concerned look. "What is it, Luna?" Luna's eyes narrowed as she scanned the garden. "I'm not sure, but something feels off. There's a presence, something I can't quite place." Elara nodded, her own senses on high alert. They moved cautiously through the garden, their eyes and ears attuned to the slightest disturbance. Suddenly, a shadow flickered at the edge of Luna's vision. She turned quickly, but saw nothing. "Did you see that?" she asked Elara. Elara shook her head. "No, but I felt it. Something is watching us." Their suspicions were confirmed later that evening when Eamon arrived with urgent news. "There have been sightings of strange figures in the city," he reported. "People say they move like shadows, disappearing as quickly as they appear. No one knows who or what they are." Aisling, who had accompanied Eamon, added, "Several people have fallen ill again, similar to before. It's as if the darkness we fought isn't entirely gone." Kale, ever the warrior, clenched his fists. "We need to find these figures and stop them before they cause more harm." Determined to uncover the truth, Luna, Elara, and their friends set out into the city once more. They followed the reports of shadowy figures, moving through the streets with caution. The atmosphere was tense, every alley and corner filled with potential danger. Their search led them to an old, abandoned manor on the outskirts of the city. The building loomed ominously against the night sky, its windows dark and foreboding. As they approached, Luna felt the same tingling sensation in her horn, stronger than before. "This is it," she said softly. "The presence I felt earlier, it's coming from here." They entered the manor, the air thick with a sense of unease. The interior was shrouded in darkness, cobwebs hanging like delicate veils from the ceiling. Their footsteps echoed through the empty halls, and the walls seemed to close in around them. As they ventured deeper, they found themselves in a large, dimly lit room. In the center stood a figure, cloaked in shadows, its features obscured. "Welcome," the figure said, its voice a chilling whisper. "I've been expecting you." Luna stepped forward, her horn glowing with a soft light. "Who are you?" she demanded. "What do you want?" The figure chuckled, a sound that sent shivers down their spines. I am the keeper of shadows, it replied, and I seek what was taken from me, the power of the artifact you destroyed. Elara's eyes widened. You were behind the dark magic all along. The keeper nodded. Indeed, the artifact was merely a vessel for my power, but when you destroyed it, you only weakened me temporarily. Now I have returned to reclaim what is mine. Kale drew his sword, ready to strike. We won't let you harm our city again. The keeper raised a hand, and shadows erupted from the ground, forming dark tendrils that lashed out at them. The battle was fierce, the room filled with flashes of light and dark energy. Luna and Elara fought side by side, their magic intertwining in a dazzling display of power. Despite their strength, the keeper's shadow magic was formidable. Every time they landed a blow, the shadows seemed to reform, as if the keeper was drawing power from the darkness itself. We need to find the source of its power, Eamon shouted over the chaos. The shadows are endless otherwise. Luna concentrated, her horn glowing brighter. She could feel the ebb and flow of the shadow magic, tracing it back to its origin. There, she pointed to a dark crystal embedded in the wall. That's where it's drawing its power from. Kale and Elara rushed towards the crystal, dodging the shadow tendrils. Kale swung his sword with all his might, shattering the crystal into pieces. Instantly, the shadow magic began to wane, the tendrils dissolving into nothingness. The keeper let out a furious scream as its power diminished. This isn't over, it hissed, before disappearing into the shadows. With the immediate threat gone, Luna and her friends stood amidst the wreckage of the battle, breathing heavily. We did it, Elara said, though her voice was tinged with concern. But the keeper is still out there. Luna nodded. We may have won this battle, but the war against the darkness is far from over. As they left the manor, they knew that their fight was only beginning. The keeper of shadows would return, and they would need to be ready. But for now, they had each other, and their bond was stronger than any darkness that threatened their world. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, their hearts united in their mission to protect the city and the people they loved. And as they returned to their enchanted garden, they felt a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that their journey was far from over, but that they were ready for whatever came next. Echoes of the past. With the immediate threat of the Keeper of Shadows momentarily quelled, Luna, Elara, and their friends resumed their lives, but the lingering darkness of their recent battle left them unsettled. They understood that the Keeper was a mere shadow of the greater danger that loomed over them. The sense of foreboding grew as they continued to experience unexplained phenomena throughout the city. One evening, while Luna was alone in her garden, she noticed something peculiar. The flowers, usually vibrant and full of life, seemed to be wilting, their colors fading. She reached out to touch one, and it crumbled to dust in her hands. Panic surged through her as she realized that something was draining the very magic that sustained their haven. Elara arrived just in time to witness the scene. "Luna, what's happening?" she asked, her face pale with concern. "I don't know," Luna replied, her voice trembling. "The garden, it's dying." Determined to uncover the cause, Luna and Elara began investigating. They followed the faint traces of magic that remained, leading them to an old library hidden beneath the city. The library was ancient, its walls lined with dusty tomes and scrolls, a remnant of a forgotten era. Inside, they discovered a book bound in dark leather, its cover embossed with an unfamiliar symbol. As Luna opened it, she found detailed accounts of ancient battles and dark forces that had once threatened the world. One passage, in particular, caught their attention, a prophecy about an ancient force that would rise again to reclaim its lost power. Elara read aloud, her voice steady but filled with dread. "When the Keeper of Shadows returns, it will seek the fragments of its lost power hidden in the echoes of the past. Only by uncovering the secrets of ancient guardians can the darkness be banished once more." The prophecy spoke of hidden relics scattered across the world, each imbued with the essence of ancient guardians. These relics were the key to defeating the darkness that sought to engulf their city. Realizing the gravity of their situation, Luna and Elara decided to seek out these relics before the Keeper could find them. Their journey led them to distant lands, each with its own history and mysteries. They encountered ancient ruins, deciphered cryptic symbols, and faced trials that tested their resolve. Their quest was not without danger. Each relic they sought was protected by fierce guardians and treacherous traps, remnants of a time when the world was still young and the balance between light and dark was fragile. As they traveled, Luna and Elara grew closer, their bonds strengthened by the shared experiences and challenges they faced. They learned to rely on each other's strengths and to trust in their combined abilities. Along the way, they discovered that the relics were not merely objects but represented the values and virtues of the ancient guardians: courage, wisdom, compassion, and unity. Their journey brought them to a secluded mountain temple, where they discovered the final relic. It was a crystalline orb, pulsating with a warm, golden light. The orb was said to be the heart of the guardian, the source of its power, and the key to restoring balance. As Luna and Elara held the orb, they felt a surge of energy, a connection to the ancient guardians and their legacy. The orb guided them back to their city, where they prepared for the final confrontation with the Keeper of Shadows. The city was abuzz with rumors and fear. People spoke of strange occurrences and sightings of shadowy figures. The darkness was creeping back, more insidious than before. Luna and Elara, armed with the relics and their newfound strength, knew that the time had come to face the darkness head-on. Their friends, Eamon, Aisling, and Kale, joined them, each bringing their unique skills to the battle. The city rallied behind them, their hope renewed by the courage and determination of their protectors. The final showdown loomed, and the fate of their world hinged on their ability to overcome the shadows and restore the light. As they prepared for the battle ahead, Luna and Elara reflected on their journey. They had faced many trials and discovered much about themselves and each other. Their bond had been forged in the crucible of adversity, and they were ready to face whatever came next. With the relics in hand and their spirits high, they set out to confront the Keeper of Shadows once more, determined to end the darkness that threatened their world and to protect the city and its people from the encroaching night. The gathering storm. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the city bathed in the crimson glow of twilight, casting long shadows across its streets. The inhabitants sensed the looming threat, their anxiety palpable. Luna, Elara, and their companions gathered in their secret headquarters, a hidden chamber beneath the city that had become their base of operations. The ancient relics lay before them, their power resonating faintly in the dim light. Each relic was carefully examined, their inscriptions and symbols revealing clues to their ultimate purpose. Luna, now more attuned to the ancient magic, had begun to understand the intricacies of the relics and their connection to the Guardians. "We have everything we need," Luna said, her voice steady despite the tension. "But we need to synchronize the relic's power to counter the Keeper's influence." Elara nodded in agreement. "We'll need to perform a ritual to harness their full potential. It's a complex process, but it's our best chance." Eamon, ever the strategist, spread out a map of the city. "The Keeper's dark influence has been spreading rapidly. We need to find where it's concentrating its efforts. That's where we'll focus our assault." Aisling and Kale, both skilled in their respective fields, prepared their gear and weapons. Aisling, with her knowledge of ancient lore, began to decipher the final instructions for the ritual. Kale, with his warrior's discipline, readied himself for the battle that was to come. The group moved swiftly through the city, their path illuminated by the waning light of day. The Keeper's influence was evident. Shadows seemed to writhe and coil in the corners of their vision, and a chilling wind swept through the streets. The once vibrant city now felt like a haunting echo of its former self. Their journey led them to the outskirts of the city, where an ancient ruin stood as a testament to a bygone era. The ruins were shrouded in darkness, the remnants of a once great structure now consumed by the Keeper's power. It was here that Luna and Elara would perform the ritual to activate the relics. As they approached the ruins, they were met with a sight both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The Keeper of Shadows, a dark silhouette against the backdrop of the city, loomed over the ruins. Its presence exuded an aura of malevolence, a palpable force that seemed to drain the light from the surroundings. The Keeper spoke, its voice a haunting whisper that echoed through the ruins. "You dare challenge me. The darkness will consume all, and your efforts are futile." Luna stepped forward, holding the crystalline orb. "We will not let you bring despair to our world. We have come prepared." Elara and the others joined her, their resolve unshaken. The ritual began, the relics glowing with an otherworldly light. The Keeper's shadowy minions surged forward, their forms shifting and writhing as they sought to disrupt the ritual. Kael led the defense, his blade flashing in the dim light as he fought off the shadowy creatures. Aisling chanted the ancient incantations, her voice steady and commanding. Eamon coordinated their efforts, guiding them with precision and ensuring that the ritual proceeded without interruption. The relic's power began to resonate, their combined energy forming a barrier of light around the group. The Keeper's minions recoiled from the barrier, their attacks deflected by the radiant force. As the ritual reached its climax, Luna and Elara channeled the energy of the relics into a focused beam of light. The beam struck the Keeper of Shadows, causing it to howl in rage and agony. The darkness around the ruins began to dissipate, the Keeper's power waning under the relentless assault. The Keeper, though weakened, refused to yield. It lashed out with its remaining strength, sending shockwaves of darkness toward the group. Luna and Elara, their hands joined in a final act of unity, focused their energy on the crystalline orb. The orb intensified its glow, a beacon of hope in the encroaching darkness. The light surged forward, enveloping the Keeper of Shadows in a blinding radiance. The darkness writhed and twisted, but the light was unyielding. With a final defiant roar, the Keeper's form shattered, its essence dissipating into the void. The ruins fell silent, the oppressive weight of the darkness lifted. The city began to regain its former vibrancy, the shadows retreating as the Keeper's influence was erased. Exhausted but triumphant, Luna and her friends returned to the city. The inhabitants, having witnessed the battle from afar, greeted them with a mixture of relief and awe. The darkness had been vanquished, and the city's hope was renewed. In the aftermath of the battle, Luna and Elara reflected on their journey. They had faced unimaginable challenges and had emerged victorious through their strength, courage, and unity. Their bond had been tested and had only grown stronger. As they stood together, gazing at the city they had fought to protect, they knew that their journey was far from over. The ancient relics had fulfilled their purpose, but the world was vast, and many more adventures awaited them. With renewed determination, they prepared for the next chapter in their lives, knowing that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together. Echoes of the past. With the darkness lifted from the city, life slowly began to return to normal. The once troubled streets were now alive with the hum of daily activity, a testament to the resilience of the inhabitants. Yet, beneath the surface, a sense of uncertainty lingered. The battle with the Keeper of Shadows had been fierce, and its aftermath had left many questions unanswered. Luna and her companions took a moment to rest and recover, their wounds and exhaustion a reminder of the price they had paid for victory. Their hidden chamber, now a place of reflection and strategy, buzzed with the subdued excitement of their recent triumph. Elara examined the relics once more, her gaze focused on their intricate designs. The Keeper was just one part of a larger puzzle, she mused. There's more to these relics than we initially understood. They might hold clues about ancient forces and the history of our world. Aisling, having pored over ancient texts during their respite, looked up with a thoughtful expression. These relics are more than mere artifacts. They are linked to a series of ancient events that shaped our history. If we delve deeper, we might uncover knowledge that could help us understand our place in the larger cosmic tapestry. Eamon, always the practical thinker, spread out another map. The Keeper's defeat has not eliminated the threats. We need to be vigilant and prepared for any residual effects or new dangers that might arise. Kale, still bearing the marks of battle, nodded in agreement. We've seen the power of these forces firsthand. It's clear that the relics are part of something much greater. We need to investigate their origins and the roles they played in the past. The group decided to embark on a new quest, to uncover the origins of the relics and the secrets they held. Their journey led them to ancient ruins scattered across the continent, each site offering fragments of a forgotten era. Their travels took them to an ancient temple, hidden deep within a dense forest. The temple was a majestic structure, its walls adorned with faded murals and symbols that hinted at its once great significance. The atmosphere was heavy with the weight of centuries, and the air seemed to hum with a latent energy. Inside the temple, they discovered a hidden chamber filled with ancient scrolls and artifacts. Aisling's eyes lit up as she carefully unrolled a particularly old scroll. "This is it," she said excitedly. These documents recount the history of the Guardians and their role in protecting the world. The scrolls detail the rise and fall of various ancient civilizations and their interactions with the Guardians. They spoke of a time when the world was under constant threat from malevolent forces and how the Guardians had used their relics to protect humanity. As they deciphered the scrolls, Luna and Elara learned that the relics were not only powerful but also interconnected. Each relic had been designed to work in harmony with the others, creating a complex web of magical energy that could counteract dark forces. One scroll detailed a prophecy about a time when the relics would need to be awakened once more to fend off an impending threat. The prophecy spoke of a great darkness that would rise again, and how the relic's power would be crucial in averting disaster. The discovery was both enlightening and daunting. The prophecy hinted at future challenges, suggesting that the battle with the Keeper was just the beginning. Luna and her companions knew they had to prepare for what was to come. As they left the temple, they encountered a group of scholars and historians who had been searching for the same knowledge. These individuals, intrigued by Luna's and Elara's findings, offered their expertise and resources to aid in their quest. The newfound alliance with the scholars provided Luna and her team with additional insights and support. Together, they began to piece together the full extent of the relic's history and their connection to the broader cosmic forces. The journey was far from over. Each discovery revealed new layers of complexity and hinted at greater mysteries. The group's resolve strengthened as they faced each challenge, their unity and determination driving them forward. The echoes of the past were a constant reminder of the responsibilities they bore. The knowledge they uncovered was not just a record of history, but a guide for the future. As they ventured into unknown territories and faced new dangers, they remained steadfast in their mission to protect their world and uncover the secrets of the relics. Their quest had evolved from a battle against a dark entity to a journey through the annals of history and cosmic mysteries. With every step, they drew closer to understanding their place in the grand scheme of the universe, their adventure becoming a testament to their courage and resilience. The dawn of a new era. The journey had been long and arduous, but Luna and her companions had uncovered the secrets of the relics and their ancient origins. With the help of scholars and historians, they pieced together the intricate history that tied their world to the cosmic forces at play. The prophecy, once the distant whisper, now loomed large, guiding their every step. The group returned to their city, now bustling with renewed energy and optimism. The relics, having been reactivated and their secrets revealed, were placed in a secure location within the city's heart, ready to be utilized in the face of future threats. The city's leaders, having witnessed the bravery and dedication of Luna and her team, recognized the importance of their findings. A grand council was convened, bringing together representatives from all corners of the realm to discuss the implications of the prophecy and the role of the relics. During the council, Elara presented their findings with clarity and precision. "We've learned that the relics are more than mere artifacts. They are part of a larger cosmic balance designed to protect our world from the forces of darkness that seek to disrupt the harmony of the universe. The council listened attentively, their expressions a mix of awe and concern. The prophecy's warnings were clear. A great darkness was on the horizon, and the relics would play a crucial role in safeguarding their world. The weight of this responsibility was not lost on anyone present. Eamon addressed the assembly, his voice steady and authoritative. We must prepare ourselves not just for the challenges we face today, for the uncertainties of tomorrow. The relics have given us a glimpse into the past and a guide for the future. It is our duty to honor their legacy by fortifying our defenses and ensuring that we are ready for any threat. The Council reached a consensus to establish a new order dedicated to the protection and study of the relics. This order would be responsible for maintaining the balance of cosmic forces and preparing for any future conflicts. Luna and her team were given prominent roles within this order, their expertise and experience making them invaluable assets. As the Council concluded, Luna and her companions felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their victory over the Keeper of Shadows was not an end but a beginning, a dawning of a new era where their world would stand vigilant against the encroaching darkness. In the days that followed, the city underwent a transformation. The ancient relics were integrated into a network of advanced defenses, their power harnessed to create a protective shield around the realm. This shield not only guarded against external threats, but also served as a beacon of hope and unity for the people. The scholars and historians continued their work, delving deeper into the mysteries of the relics and the ancient prophecies. Their findings led to new discoveries, revealing more about the cosmic forces that shaped their world. This knowledge was shared with the public, fostering a sense of collective awareness and preparedness. Luna, Elara, Eamon, Kel, and Aisling became symbols of hope and resilience. Their journey had inspired many, and their leadership guided the realm into a new era of enlightenment and strength. The challenges they had faced had forged unbreakable bonds among them, and their legacy became a beacon for future generations. As the sun rose over the city, casting its golden light upon the rebuilt streets, there was a sense of renewal and optimism. The world had been tested, but it had emerged stronger and more unified. The dawn of this new era was marked by a commitment to vigilance and a dedication to safeguarding the balance of the universe. The story of Luna and her companions would be remembered for generations to come, a tale of courage, wisdom, and the relentless pursuit of a brighter future. Their legacy would serve as a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, the light of hope and the strength of unity could forge a path toward a better world. As they looked out over the horizon, the promise of a new day filled them with a profound sense of accomplishment. Their journey had come full circle, and the echoes of the past now reverberated as a testament to their enduring spirit and the enduring strength of their world. The adventure might have reached its conclusion, but the echoes of their legacy would continue to resonate, inspiring future generations to embrace their own destinies and rise to the challenges that lay ahead.